Hello, I'm Joan Wilder. Welcome to this edition of Senior Spotlight. Our guest this morning is Bill Allen. Hello, Bill.
Hi, Joni.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And Bill is going to tell us something about a very popular pastime called karaoke. Bill, if you've watched any of these shows, you know my first question always is, what is it? What is karaoke?
Well, karaoke is singing with a pre-existing song where you replace the original singer. And the individual, it's kind of like you've heard or you've seen the bouncing ball.
Now, I remember that back in my much younger days in the theater, like between the feature and the newsreel and the cartoon and the serial that they used to show, they would put out on the screen this song and a bouncing ball, and you sang along with it. Now, this is something sort of like that?
This is similar, other than it can be done by a group, or mostly karaoke singers sing individually. But it's pre-existing music whereby the individual listens to the music, and there are graphics that appear on the TV screen whereby that you can see the graphics or the words, and then you sing along with the music that is pre-recorded.
And it tells you when to follow along and when not to follow.
It tells you that because there is a line that is drawn across the screen that tells you and gives you the cues when to say the words.
Well, now, when did this karaoke begin and where?
Well, it began in Kobe, Japan in 1970. And it was started by an individual in a bar in Japan. And I know this sounds kind of strange for it to be started in a bar, but this guy...
Well, I would imagine there's a lot of sing-alongs in bars.
Well, they were. But this started in the 70s in a bar in Kobe, Japan. And it migrated to the Far East, and then eventually came to the United States in 1980. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, you may ask me how I got started in karaoke, but...
I might just do that.
Well, anyway...
if you'd like to tell me first, how long have you been involved in karaoke?
Well, I've started it's been about 12 years that I got into it, and I'll explain how.
All right, tell me how then.
How I got involved. We had block parties on our street, and it was a dead-end street, and one of my neighbors had a karaoke machine, and I really didn't know much about it at that time. But they had sing-alongs, you know, at the block party where we had just a party where we had a picnic and just a get together with our neighbors and on our street.
So all the neighbors on that one street?
Got
so everybody was invited so that nobody called the police if you got too loud?
No, I'm afraid not. I'm thankful for that too. But we had individuals that were singing, and I knew nothing at all about it, so everybody did their singing, and then it came to my time, and they'd say, well, it's Bill Allen's time to sing. Well, I had nothing worked up, so that happened 2 years in a row. The third year, I thought, well, you know, maybe I should try to learn something and do my part in the singing. So I ordered a karaoke CD and got me a small CD player, and I practiced and practiced and practiced, and it was a Merle Haggard song, The Bottle Let Me Down. So the next year when we had...
and you were really good at it by this time.
Well, not really. No, but I made a noise, that's about it, but I enjoyed it. Then when my time came the next year to sing, they said, well, Bill, it's your time. Well, I really shocked them. I got up and sang The Bottle Let Me Down, and that's history from then on. Then I thought, well, I'm going to pursue it, and I love to sing, and it's just a part of my life. I do this at nursing homes. I do it at assisted livings. I do it at the jail, as I have a jail ministry, and it's just a lot of fun. We get together and have sing-alongs, and certainly we invite people to come. As you know, that we have karaoke here at the Senior Center every third Tuesday from 4 to 6:30.
Okay, just tell us some more about that now in case somebody wants to join. Can they just come and join you?
Well,
or do they need to know ahead of time? Or
well, no, they can come and join us, but the requirement is that they have to be a member of the Senior Center and have to be a member before.
That's right.
But that's you know, a very minimum cost, and
but anybody that's 50 plus
anyone,
can just come and listen to you, or
yeah,
just see what's going on and see if they want to join you.
They certainly can, and we invite all those that want to come, and if they don't want to participate, certainly they can come and listen. Plus, we have line dancing as well during the times. We usually have 8 to 10 singers, and we put them on rotation.
You just take turns.
Just take turns.
Okay, you were talking about a karaoke tape. Is this just like background music to different songs, or?
Well, no, it's not a tape. It's a CD.
A CD?
It is a CD, and it has the music along with the graphics, which is projected on the screen, whereby you can read the graphics and you don't have to memorize the song.
Can you order those kind of CDs with just about any kind of music that you want?
You can. You can on the internet is cd.com. There's many ways that you can order these on the internet. You can get it at Karaoke Cafe, which is down in Seymour, Tennessee, or you can order them. Walmart has a few. Some of the stores located here in Kingsport have a few, but not the variety. We like the Chartbuster. They seem to have the best music, and it seems to be more quality music.
I bet Bill and Loretta has a whole big selection of them.
Yeah, I have quite a few.
Well, what kind of songs do you usually sing at these sing-alongs? What types of music?
Well, whatever the individual wants to sing. Normally it's country, western, bluegrass, gospel, praise. We have a variety. It's what anyone that wants to sing, well, it's available. And I usually have most of the CDs in stock when I get a request. Well, usually I have that. If I don't, well, I'll go get it.
So you must have a good selection.
I do have a real good selection.
And you said that you had some line dancing too that went on. What about just regular dancing? Does people ever get up and dance while you're singing?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And we have a lot of fun. And I mean, it's just a time that for fun and fellowship. We play different songs whereby that you can really ballroom dance, or you can line dance, and we have special times within the program, from 4 to 6:30, that you can do each of these different activities.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. Now, you told us that you meet there the second Tuesday at the Renaissance Center, at the Senior Center.
Every second Tuesday,
Every second
yes.
Tuesday. And do we eat? Do we bring food?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, tell me about the food. That's one of my favorite subjects.
Well, we bring, no, it's just not finger foods. I mean, we have...
real food.
We have real food. It's, sometimes we bring cornbread and soup beans, fried potatoes.
You can't beat that, can you?
That's good country cooking.
Yeah, especially if you got buttermilk.
That's right. But there's other things that we bring, you know, like all types of finger foods. But we do put on a pretty good meal that I think anybody could enjoy.
It sounds like. Do you have a pretty regular following, or do you have a lot of new people coming and going, or is there a few standby people that's always there?
Yeah, there's several that come each Tuesday that we have the program, but occasionally we'll have new ones come in, and I think they can see the advertisement that we have on the bulletin boards in the Senior Center part. So therefore, they can get the information and come and visit with us. And we just like to have, if you don't sing, well, come and enjoy it. And we have those that don't sing, that come and just listen.
Just come and pat your foot.
Just pat your foot and enjoy it.
I know the Senior Center has a newsletter that they send out to all the members. So if you're a member, do you ever have an ad or a reminder in the newsletter?
We have a reminder in every newsletter, and it states the time, and it's the second, the third Tuesday of each month, and it's stated there, so you can look in the newsletter and find out when all the other activities are available to you too.
Yeah, yeah. That newsletter is a very informative source.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
You mentioned that you went to other places with your karaoke other than the senior center, like you go to nursing homes, you said, and assisted living.
Yes.
What do you do? Do you just take your music and your equipment? Do other people go with you to sing, or?
Yes, we have various people that sing at the senior center when we have the karaoke. Goes with us there. Then also we have the line dancers that goes, and this is the class that Joan teaches, and it's every Monday, 12:45 to 1:45. So she goes with us quite a bit, and we line dance, and I sing a song or two, and then we line dance again. We just have a great time. But we usually like to, have those individuals. We like to have new people come and participate. As a general rule, we usually have somewhere in the neighborhood of anywhere from 40 to 70 people.
That is wonderful. I didn't realize you had that kind of attendance. That's great.
Yeah.
And how long have you been doing this at the senior center, this regular karaoke?
I think somewhere around 5 or 6 years. I don't remember exactly, but I know it's been.
And you've retained that high number.
Yes.
So everybody must be having a good time.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, I hope they are, Joan.
Well, tell me what is involved in setting up. What do you have to have? Like if you go out to an assisted living, what all do you have to take to set up? And this sounds like it's a big labor of love, but...
Well, it takes me about 30 minutes to set up. I have, of course, I have monitors, to show the individual what the sound is and how you're projecting out. And you've got a couple of Mackie speakers that are pretty much in full wattage, depending on the size of the room. Then you have a CDG player that plays the CDs, that converts the music, and then it puts the graphics on the TV screen. So you've got to have a small TV. You have to have the CDG player. You've got to have the wiring to wire up your equipment. You have, of course, your CDs, which is a necessity if you're going to be singing karaoke. But basically, it's about a 30-minute setup when you go to set up in a nursing home. And we sang over at Outlook Point, and I think they've got a new name now, but we sang over there yesterday.
Yes, and I think it starts with an E, but I can't remember what it is either.
I don't either.
That's not very good advertisement for them, is it? So.
No, but we had a good time over there. We almost raised the roof.
But I bet they enjoyed that.
They seem to. Yeah,
it sounds like I'm sure you have a big van that you haul all this stuff in.
Yeah, I have a van that it has to be packed in a certain position, or otherwise I don't get it all in there. But it's...
that truly does sound like a labor of love.
Well, it's a lot of fun, too. And, of course, I do this at the jail as well.
Well, that's a great place. You have a captive audience then.
That's what my wife says. She says, I told my wife, I said, well, we have a great time up there. And I said, you can't believe what... the attentiveness that I get when I, am singing or speaking. And she said, well, no wonder. Said, where can they go? So,
that sounds like Loretta.
That's right. But anyway, it's a lot of fun, and I just invite anyone that wants to participate in karaoke, and we just have a great time. I met some of the nicest people, Joan, since I've been coming to the senior center. And, of course, my wife, Loretta, was the one that introduced me to the senior center.
Yes, I remember Loretta at the senior center before Bill started coming.
That's right. But we have a great time. It's just a lot of fun, and I think you have to get into it in order to really enjoy it. But I just have a great time, and this is something that I think that I'm going to be continue to doing.
Well,
whatever.
it sounds like a great ministry that you're doing overall, and you're always getting back more than you give. I found that out through years of volunteering anything. You get back more than you give.
Well, I think so too. I think this is something that I know my father always told me. He said, "You only receive what you give away." So I think this is the joy of making someone happy.
That's true too, and I'm sure, especially in the assisted living and the nursing homes, where of course they have a lot of activities. I understand, but I'm sure
Yes.
that they enjoy music and happy faces, and especially watching the line dancing. I would assume they would really enjoy that.
Yeah, and believe it or not, yesterday when we were singing at the Outlook Point, one lady said, "Well, let's dance a little bit." So I said, "Well, okay." I got up and danced while one of the other persons were singing. I had a couple with me. I think we just have a great time, and we make a variety of songs, and we ask the people where we sing if they have any suggestions. So it makes it a lot easier if we know what they want us to hear, what they want to hear, and we can pick out. If I can't sing it, well, one of the people with me usually can, and we just, we want to make sure that we sing what they want to hear.
That's true. And I think that the name of that now is Elmcroft. Does that
Elmcroft.
sound familiar?
That's right.
I had a
yeah.
senior moment, but it came back, and I
Well,
think that's what it is.
I still had a senior moment. I'm glad that you thought of Elmcroft, but that's where we were yesterday.
That's a nice place, isn't it?
It is.
That's a beautiful place,
yeah.
and
And
they really welcome you there.
And Miss Smith really treated us nice. She's the activities
Oh,
director.
she's a neat lady, yes.
Yeah, we like her.
Well, this sounds like you're just having fun everywhere you go. Can you think of anything else to add to our bank of knowledge about karaoke that we haven't discussed so far?
Well, it's the only thing I can say is that you have to start it in order to make sure that you get hooked on it. And when you get to the point that you'd agree to at least try karaoke, I think that then if you have any interest at all, I feel like that a lot of people can really make people happy if they're good singers. I know I'm maybe mediocre, but I have a lot of fun regardless anyway. But this is a great way to I think to give back a little bit, to the society. If you want to do something for your fellow man, well then this is certainly something that I feel like that is well worthwhile, and I enjoy it so very much.
Well, that sounds really good. But do you have to be a really good singer, or do you have all different levels, or just people that enjoy getting up and having fun? And we know we can't sing; we're just having fun.
Well, that's true. I mean, it's not a requirement that you're a good singer. I mean, children can get up and have a lot of fun with this too, even the adults and the teenagers. So you don't have to be a real perfect singer in order to do that, to have fun.
Mm-hmm. So if I had my own CD with my own backup music or whatever, could I bring that and sing to it?
You certainly could, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, now, are you restrictive in what you play? I mean, I understand it'd have to be good, clean, innocent fun, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's something that we just don't want anything off color.
Yeah.
We would want to keep it where the family could be involved without having repercussions in some way. So it would definitely not be off color anyway.
Well, that sounds great, Bill. I am just so happy that you came and shared all this information about karaoke. I didn't realize where karaoke started. I do remember the little bouncing balls in the theater back in the 40s and 50s, but I didn't realize that it really got its name and got started in Japan.
It started in 1970s, and it progressed.
Do you think they took the idea from our little bouncing ball back in the 40s?
Well,
they improved on it.
It must be,
and gave it back to us.
But that was an idea, and I think that that this guy had some innovative ideas, because I understand that he attended a bar there in Japan quite frequently. So this was an entertainment, that they got started. And I think right now he has invented some of the karaoke machines, so I understand that he's quite wealthy.
Well, now that could be. Do you suppose that he invented this karaoke about the time that the bottle let him down in that bar?
It may have, but I tell you, I just feel like it. I'm glad that this individual started karaoke, because that was the words that I wanted to use. But this guy's name, it's hard to pronounce, but it's Daishur Inoue is the Japanese individual.
But the word karaoke is not his name, but it just means what?
Well, really, karaoke, it means that you're substituting your voice for the original singer. In other words, I think this is what the actual meaning is of karaoke.
I didn't know that either.
Well, I didn't either. I went on the internet and looked up a lot of stuff before I came down here. But it's very interesting, I mean, how it got started. And certainly I just feel like that a lot of people that haven't participated would enjoy it, or I think that they might want to participate if they started it. Mm-hmm. But you have to start somewhere.
So you like to, if you like to have fun and you're very sociable and you like to meet people and you like good food and you like good music and you like to hear different people sing, then this is the place.
I think so, and I invite everybody that wants to come, and we'll welcome them with open arms, because we'd like to have more people participate.
So like if I came and I had, or you played your music or I had mine, and then I sang a song, after I got through, you wouldn't come around and say, now, we really don't want you to come back and sing anymore.
No,
you wouldn't say that.
No, we wouldn't do that. I mean, that's not our intent. We'd invite you to come back, and maybe...
Regardless of what I sounded like?
That's exactly right. And it doesn't make any difference. Otherwise, I mean, people wouldn't invite me back if that's the case.
I'm sure that's not true, Bill. I've heard you sing.
Well, thank you. But we do have a great time, and, you know, at the end of each of our programs, we have a group singing, which we all get together and sing some gospel songs.
I think that's wonderful.
And it's just a lot of fun, and we have a lot of participation, because a lot of people that don't want to sing individually will come and sing the group singing together.
Oh, yeah, group singing usually makes most of us sound better.
Yeah,
it does, and pianos and musical instruments always makes me sound better.
Well, I'd probably do better if I sang more group than I would individually. But we do have a great time there at the Senior Center, and we just like to invite all those that have an interest to come and, you know, just visit with us and see what we do, and that way you can make your mind up what you'd like to do. If you want to join, well, we'd just be happy to have you come and join us.
Well, thank you, and tell us one more time when you are at the Senior Center.
We're at the Senior Center every third Tuesday from 4 to 6:30, and this is in the cafeteria.
In the cafeteria.
In the cafeteria, and I usually go a little early to set up and get everything squared away, get the sound proper and all this. This is a part of it. You don't have any squeaking going on when somebody's singing, so we try to get that and get the monitor set properly where they can hear their what they're singing.
So you're a good sound man too.
Well, fair.
I'm sure you're being modest here today.
I try to get it right, Johnny, but it's you know, it'd be embarrassing for someone to get up and try to sing and then, you know, have all this squeaking going on.
Yeah, and I would think that was really me doing that, and I'd never try to sing again.
Well, then they might not come back, too. They might think that I'm trying to sabotage them, and I wouldn't want to do that. But we do have a great time.
Well, that sounds like it. Anything else you'd care to add?
I think that's about covers it, and I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to come and talk about karaoke, because it is something that I think that not only the teenagers, but the young people, as well as the older group of people, can enjoy. And I just invite everybody to come and participate with us. That
is something that I have seen at karaoke events that I have been to, that it's intergenerational. I mean, younger people really enjoy this, as long as the senior citizens. I mean, everybody seems to enjoy it.
Yeah, and I have been invited to so many places, you know, since I started this, and met many new friends that, I mean, I sing a lot in churches too, and parties, and just different places, and I've found so many nice people that's involved in karaoke. Mm-hmm. And I just like to say that it's a fun thing, a good clean thing that you can do with your family. And you know, you can go to different places, but especially we invite you to come to the Senior Center in the cafeteria 4 to 6:30 every third Tuesday.
And bring something to eat.
Bring something to eat, yeah, especially that.
Thank you, Bill, for being with us and sharing this with us. And also, I'd like to thank the Senior Center for giving us the opportunity to have things like karaoke with Bill Allen and all the other wonderful services that the Senior Center offers. Thank you. This has been another edition of Senior Spotlight. We thank you for joining us. Be sure and tune in each week at 6:30 on Monday on Channel 16. Thank you.